This is the Prs Guitars McManus model. Paul Reed Smith contacted me some time ago, I think 2006, at the request of Ricky Skaggs, and they were developing a line of acoustic guitars. Paul had been building electrics since the mid-70s, since he was basically just out of high school. And he had gone from there to, within 10 years, being able to establish a company, Prs Guitars, from 1985. And they've grown to be the third largest in North America. He's decided that he will not be typecast. He's known, or his company is known for making some of the finest high-end electric guitars on the planet. But he's not satisfied with that. So they want to make the best amplifiers and the best acoustic guitars and the best bass guitars and everything else associated with the instrument. So he got together with Ricky Skaggs and discussed some ideas about bracing patterns and projection and how the guitar works as a piece of physics. And they came up with this theory that what it should do is basically reflect the back and sides of the guitar. That's all they should do, is reflect the sound. And the top should be very, very thin, and that is the diaphragm. This should be vibrating to produce the sound that the back and sides reflect. So if I strum a chord on this guitar, I can affect the sound enormously by just touching the top. That changes the overtones entirely, whereas nothing I do to the back and sides has any effect on the sound whatsoever. With other instruments, I've been aware that if you're really digging in and holding the guitar tight, the effect of your body on the back of the guitar will kill the resonance. With this, it does nothing. Nothing at all. So the idea is that this is your drum head, and the back and sides are the body of the drum. So that's the physics behind the projection of the instrument. The sound itself, what the top does, is dependent on the bracing pattern, which is not an area, as a guitar player of however many years, it's bracing patterns to me are not something I know a huge deal about. But what I do know with this instrument is it's a hybrid. There's an X brace here, and then there's fan bracing here. And what I can tell you is that the instrument sustains more than virtually any guitar I've ever played. And just the sheer tone of the instrument is something that I find enormously compelling. And these guitars have taken me on a journey that I did not expect to go on. Our good friend Mike Marshall badgered me into learning some Johann Sebastian Bach, which I had no idea would ever be within my scope. And off I went on that trajectory with these guitars, and it was hugely surprising to me. Every twist and turn was a new adventure, and I honestly don't think I would have gotten there without this instrument. And the journey keeps on going. I'm still delving into that repertoire, and they're enormously versatile instruments. Generally I tour with one instrument, but I do a variety of things. On one tour, I could be doing a couple of recording dates. I could be doing some teaching. I'm doing a bunch of performing. I could be asked to sit in with a bigger ensemble. I could be flat picking. I could be finger picking. Anything. These guitars do it all. I don't need to bring a dreadnought and a parlor guitar and a guitar for rhythm and a guitar for lead. This one instrument does everything I need one guitar to do. So I'm enormously honoured and enormously grateful to have this device at my beck and call. It has the iconic Prs Birds. I used to know exactly what they all were. I know that one's an eagle, but I can't remember what the others are. But they're the same birds that you'll find on the electrics. It's a 25.25-inch scale length. It's 1 3/4 at the nut, which is wide enough to do any of the fingerstyle stuff I do. But it's also very comfortable for flat picking. And it's very, very comfortable for strumming and for playing rhythm. So yeah, it does everything I need one guitar to do, whether it's capoed way up the neck. I recently did a project with Beppe Gambetta where I'm playing a melody from Liguria, originally played on handbells, and I'm capoed up at the 7th fret, and the thing just sounds gorgeous. Sounds very different, but really, really beautiful. And other times I'll tune down really low. There's C on the bottom. So for example, this is one of the places these guitars have taken me into the music of Bach. It's very often, this piece is played, written for cello, but played on guitar in a totally different key because you can't play a guitar in the same register as a cello. Yes, you can. There's the open strings of a cello, C, G, D, A. So if you want to,